Welcome to Courage, Wisdom, Power, where the game we originally condemned later ended up in backlog top 5 where he actually played it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and it was actually one of the best episodes of last season. So sorry, Silent Hill. I'm sorry.
This is a Christian gaming podcast where our mission statement is to have the courage to stand up for the faith, the wisdom to speak God's word, and the power to live for the Lord in everything we do. And just by listening, you are furthering that goal we set out to reach. I'm Christian Martin.
I'm Henry Nightingale.
We're gonna have to redo that. Bro.
What? No, we're not.
I don't know, someone's blasting rap music down the road thinking they were cool.
Oh shoot! Past the Catholic Church, bro.
What?
Past the Catholic Church, bro.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. No. Okay.
Honestly though, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm gonna keep that in.
I'm Christian Martin.
I'm Henry Nightingale.
This season is the final theme season before we shift into our new crap that we're doing, you know? Which is basically whatever we want.
Yeah.
The theme is what we did for season 1, which season 1 didn't have a theme.
Yeah, so season 1 remake.
We're taking all the topics and trying to actually make them good. Let us know if they're not. We'll try, but we're trying, so I mean.
We're trying our best.
We were not very we were biblically challenged people.
Biblically challenged, and challenged in other ways too.
Yeah, we were challenged in a lot of ways. So anyway, thank you for listening. And this episode, the very first episode we ever did, Is It Demonic? And this is gonna be like a whole and we also did on Patreon. We did a like a making fun of it or whatever.
Audio commentary.
A reaction.
Yeah.
And you can actually see our beautiful faces.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Until the day that we fall to the video podcast apocalypse that's happening right now, where everyone has to be a video podcast for some reason.
Well, I'm gonna announce this so we can lock in after this.
Oh, but, yeah.
We do it after this, but I'm announcing our Twitch that we're gonna set up.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna set up Twitch after this, and we're gonna start doing streams once in a while. I don't care. You don't be in the Discord when we're gonna stream, because I'm gonna stream whenever I want.
Yeah.
We're just gonna stream whenever we want. We're gonna probably be playing like retro games and stuff.
We're gonna play whatever we want. Like, we're gonna keep up that vibe of the show where it's just we play whatever we want.
I don't know what the format's gonna be like, but
with the streams, whatever we want, bro.
What I want to do is post the streams on YouTube when we're done. Like,
yeah,
we'll post the stream. I'll do it Twitch, but I'm also gonna post them. I'll do the video crap, like editing, or not editing, but like putting it on YouTube. Download
and upload.
Yeah.
I'll probably find one of those Discord bots that like alerts the Discord anytime there's a stream going. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would. Because I just
think it'd be easier to play retro games because I don't have a capture card.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, I do have a capture card.
You do have a capture card. That is true. I need a capture card.
It's not good.
Uh-huh.
It's the one we used for our original YouTube channel.
Yeah. I need a capture card. That'd be nice. Anyways.
Welcome to Courage, Wisdom, Power.
Why are you going back through?
I don't know. I think it's funny.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. So you got. Yeah.
Anyway, welcome. What have you been playing, my friend?
Well.
How's life been?
Life's been good. Life's been really good. I've been really chillaxing, playing some shorter stuff, playing some stuff that I thought was chill until I got a bit.
Not actually chill.
It was not actually chill. It's actually very difficult. The hour count for the game is like 9 hours, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm like flying through this game. I must be really good. You'll see why the count is 9 hours and not the 2 hours that I thought I was gonna beat it in. I'm bringing one game to the show this episode. One game. I've been playing a lot of games recently, but I'm saving the other ones for later this month. I have them all planned out, so don't you worry. You will get some more games that I'm playing. I'm playing a lot of stuff right now. The one I want to talk about right now is Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. So this is the first time that I've actually like locked in on a Castlevania game. I've played bits and pieces of other ones. So like I played a little bit of Castlevania 64. I played a little bit of the original Castlevania. A little bit of Simon's Quest. A little bit of Symphony of the Night. Yeah, gross. A little bit of Symphony of the Night. And what was it? I got through most of Super Castlevania 4 on a road trip because I was really bored and I wanted something I never would play otherwise. It was
How
pretty.
did that go?
It was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Is that the Super Nintendo one?
That's the Super Nintendo one. It's a remake of like the concept of Castlevania 1, which is weird, but yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. It does a lot of things with the Super Nintendo that I didn't know the Super Nintendo could do. Like it does like actual physics, which throws me off. Which Super Castlevania 4, really solid, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, one of 3 Castlevania games that released on the GBA. I have no idea.
Do you think that was 3 too many, or do you think it was 3 too little?
3 too little. Because when the Castlevania GBA collection came out, people were saying these are some of the best Castlevania games, and they all launched on the same console. I have no clue what the other 2 are about. I'm pretty sure one of them is a sequel, like a direct sequel to Symphony of the Night, and I have no idea what Circle of the Moon is about. But Aria of Sorrow is the biggest jump of the GBA Castlevania games, and probably the most well-known one. So Aria of Sorrow it takes place like way in the future. Like I mean like it takes place in like 2026. Also, I just realized my fan.
What?
Yeah, I just realized my fan is on. I'm gonna turn that off real quick. We're not gonna restart or anything. I'm just gonna turn the fan off, and then the rest of the episode's gonna sound fine. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm actually back. The sound probably sounds a lot better because I closed my window and turned off both of my fans. Did you know it gets really hot in my room because there's no air conditioning in here? Great.
I thought you said it wasn't gonna be that bad, bro.
Well, I have 2 fans going at full speed, so yeah, it's not that bad.
So you can't hear crap.
Yeah, I can't hear crap, bro. So yeah, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow takes place in like 2026. I think it's 2026. I'm gonna confirm
Bro,
that.
that's so far away, bro.
When does...
So far in the future, bro.
So far, it's a year into the future. Did you know we're going to be wearing trench coats and turtlenecks next year?
Really?
Never mind, it's 2035. In 10 years, we're going to be wearing trench coats and furry trench coats and turtlenecks, bro. You ready for that? I'm so down for that, bro. I mean, main protagonist of Aria of Sorrow, what's his name? Soma. Of course, because his name is Soma, because, you know, he's a human. Get it?
Bro, but for real, what happened with the arcs in this game, bro?
What happened?
What were they on, bro?
I don't know. But, like, I love it so much.
Hey, I have heard from a friend that the new Castlevanias in the future are good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Castlevania Aria of Sorrow is peak. So Aria of Sorrow is the game that a lot of people say is either at the same level as Symphony of the Night or better than Symphony of the Night, which is crazy. But Aria of Sorrow takes place in 2035. You're this guy named Soma. You are going up to like this mountaintop with your girlfriend, where there's like a temple in Japan, and you're gonna watch the lunar eclipse that night. And you're really excited to see the lunar eclipse. And then suddenly you're in Dracula's castle. What the heck? And then crazy...
What do you mean suddenly you're in Dracula's castle, bro?
Suddenly you're in Dracula's castle. Because, like, apparently he's, like, in the moon. I don't know. He's, like, in the eclipse. I don't know, man. Like,
What?
Castlevania lore does not make sense, and I think that's on purpose. It just is so insane and off the walls.
Not like Konami cares anymore.
Yeah, because they don't care about the series anymore. But Castlevania's lore and stories are really, really B-movie. Really, really stupid and campy, but in a really, really fun way when you like understand that they're probably joking as they write this. Like, they're probably not taking this story seriously. Anyways,
Which is why you take it completely seriously.
That's why I take
and you're pulling a biblical message out of it.
I am pulling a biblical message out of it. So yeah, Castlevania, you're in the castle and you have to figure out what the bad guys are doing. The plot doesn't really matter. It's there for if you really, really want it. Really what matters is the Metroidvania gameplay.
Oh my god. bro.
Are you ready to get lost and forget where things were and then backtrack as a feature, a purposeful
You like
feature? You'll see. So setting wise, Castlevania in the future really works for me. This is not a hot take, but the setting itself of Dracula's castle, I'm so happy that like nearly every single Metroidvania Castlevania game is set in Dracula's castle because it's just such an interesting location. Like it really
How though?
I don't know. It's just there's so much variety. Like you'd think it would just be the same thing over and over and over again, but there is so much variety going on in this castle. I don't know why, but it's great and it's really what?
You said I don't know why.
I don't know why, but it's great. I love the variety. I love just how maze-like it is, but also I love how because of the actual map that you have, it actually feels like you are figuring it out. You are memorizing the castle is what it feels like. It's really, really satisfying like to fill out the map. But then
except it's not a DS game, so you have to pull up the menu every time.
You do have to pull up the menu every single time you want to check it. But the main feature of this game specifically, first of all, I'll mention another thing that Castlevania fans say is great about the Metroidvania Castlevania games. Backdashing. Do you know what backdashing is, Christian?
I don't know. You dash backwards?
Yeah, that's it. You dash backwards. Ayo.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. You like it doesn't sound like it's that
What a concept.
What a concept. It doesn't
like,
sound
genuinely, bro. Like that sounds crazy, bro.
It doesn't sound like that crazy of a concept and like it's gonna make that much of a change. But when an enemy is swinging its sword at you and your walk cycle is not fast enough and you can just dash backwards just the right amount that you move out of the way of his sword, it feels really cool and really satisfying. Backdashing's a great thing. Anyways, the main feature of this game that is different from the other Castlevania games, the main gameplay change is the soul system, not materia. Definitely not.
The what?
The materia, I mean soul system, where enemies drop small crystal orbs randomly that will give you abilities, magic abilities that are powered by your magic meter. It's definitely not materia, and there are 3 different colors. And you get one of each color and you can switch them out in the menu whenever you want. One of them's the attack kind. One of them is like a healing, like a buff in the background. And then the other one is like a traversal ability.
That's kind of sick.
It is pretty sick. I love it when games have soul system. It's great. You can actually make a character build in this, which is really cool. Like you can actually make a unique build for Soma. So that's really satisfying. I think it's really cool that it's made for these short sessions. Like you can tell that they thought of the Game Boy Advance in mind.
That's what I like about portable games, though.
Yeah.
No, I just love portable games. Like they're it's either the fact that they're just bite sized, like they're meant to get off and like so you don't feel like devoted to.
Yeah.
And also I feel like just handheld games are just intriguing in general because I feel like the companies treat them as like just I don't know, they're just lesser titles.
Yeah, but they're not. They're like some of the best ones.
No, some of the handheld games, especially like Nintendo handheld games, are sometimes better than the console games they released. Like, during the 3DS era, bro.
Bro, the 3DS era, we can spend hours on the 3DS era and how it had some of the best games in the series. We probably will another day, but this game was made with Game Boy Advance in mind, and you can tell because it's made with short sessions in mind. It is really easy to fill out the map. It is really easy to like feel like you're making progress because you make so much progress with every single thing you do in this game until a certain point, and this is where we get into the bad stuff that I didn't like. I have 3 things listed. First thing is those soul drops are RNG based.
No, what, actually?
Actually.
What?
So
why do they have RNG?
So enemies randomly.
Why would they have RNG in like a bite-sized game, bro?
I don't know, man. But the enemies randomly drop the souls. You can't guarantee that you'll get one from an enemy you attack. So if you want one from a specific enemy, you have to keep leaving the room and entering it again, and then killing that enemy, and then leaving the room and entering it again, and then you just keep doing that over and over and over again until you get it. That's frustrating.
Sounds crazy, man.
Dang, bro, that's crazy. It's stupid. And also, there is a lot of grinding in here, which is really crazy. It has
Maybe you just don't like Metroidvanias.
No, this one has a leveling system. This one actually does have a leveling system. And because of that, there is grinding. You do have to go back and grind enemies. And that is insane. And I know that you have to do it because the difficulty spikes in this game are crazy. Like, the point that I last got to is probably the biggest difficulty spike so far. I got to the clock tower where you get to a boss fight that is so beyond anything you did before this point. Like, all the boss fights before this point, they were actually pretty easy. Like, they took like 2 seconds to do. But this boss fight specifically, brutal. Absolutely brutal. And like, I looked up online, like, okay, what's the strategy for this? And people are like, oh, backtrack to this area from all the way at the beginning of the castle, then fight this enemy over and over again until you get their ability, then backtrack all the way back up the clock tower back to the boss room. And I was like, okay, I don't want to do that.
Did you do it?
No, I might.
Are you going to?
I probably will at some point if I have a large amount of time where I'm like watching a show or something and I can just do it. But oh my goodness.
How far do you think you are?
I think I'm pretty far. I'm like 3 hours deep, and How Long to Beat says it takes like 9 hours. And I think that's because of the boss fights. That was the thing that I was alluding to, because
Grinding?
Yeah, because I have most of the castle already done. It's just, I think that extra 6 hours of the game are because of those insane boss fights near the end. I think that's why.
Fight Dracula again.
I don't know, because Dracula's dead at this point, but there's like multiple people who are saying that they are Dracula, which is confusing. I don't get it. Anyways, it's a pretty great time. I do recommend Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. I definitely recommend that you get the Advanced Collection on Switch if you want it readily available, because that also has 2 other really, really solid Castlevania games that I know nothing about. So, yeah.
Which ones?
Circle of the Moon and Harmony of Dissonance.
Oh, it's the DS ones?
No.
Oh, wait, no.
Those are the Game Boy Advance ones. The DS ones are Portrait of Ruin, Dawn of Sorrow, which is the sequel to Aria of Sorrow.
Yeah, you know why it's called Dawn of Sorrow, right? DS.
Yeah, I know. I see what they're doing there. I see what they're doing. And Order...
They actually cooked.
They cooked. And Order of Ecclesia is the other one. And then, yeah, so check those out if you can. I'd recommend the Switch collection, because then you get all 3. Anyways, the spiritual side of things. 2 things I want to shout out. The first one is a song.
Sanctification.
Bro's reading my notes. Anyways, first thing I want to bring up is a song. This is not having to do with the thing. Well, not really having to do with the thing I want to talk about. It does have to do with the thing I want to talk about. It's just a different side of it than what I'm going to. It's a song by Joshua Leventhal. I love Joshua Leventhal, by the way. He is a wonderful artist.
I'm proud of you that it's not by Mudhouse.
It's I love Joshua Leventhal. You guys should check him out. He is a really, really solid and biblical singer. But he has a song called Nosferatu, and it is really, really amazing. My girlfriend showed it to me. Nosferatu. And it's about sanctification with vampire imagery, and it's so interesting. It's so interesting, and it's really, really good. I really recommend it. Really powerful for a very gimmicky song. Anyways, the part I want to get into about sanctification, I'm going to teach you guys some theology real quick. So, sanctification. Sanctification is the word we use for when you are already embodied with the Holy Spirit. You're already saved. Sanctification is the work that God is doing in you constantly. Sanctification is the constant strengthening that God is doing. That is what that is called. So I have written here, the tie is sanctification is a spiritual change causing a slow growing in strength, a strength that can more easily destroy the powers of darkness. Now, in Aria of Sorrow, this can work for any of the Castlevania games, but in Aria of Sorrow, this could work for any Metroidvania now that I think about it. In any Metroidvania, the main gimmick is you have this big open world where you have to unlock new abilities, new items to get to different parts of the world and fight different types of enemies so you're strong enough to move on to other areas. Because of that, I can directly connect that to sanctification, is this growing in knowledge and growing in abilities of the things you can do for Christ and the things you can say about Christ. So you unlock these new areas of your faith, these new ways to connect to others, these new ways to reach to others with the gospel. So that's my connection. Sanctification, the sanctification process. Okay, Christian, can we take a short break real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
And we're back.
We're
and
back.
Henry, finally shut up.
Hey, man, at least it's not Deltarune this time. Anyways, Christian, you got a game for us. You got a pretty interesting. Well, you got a game that you can make some pretty interesting takes out of. So you better give us some pretty interesting takes, bro. This better be worth. This better be worth my time, bro. You better not waste my time.
Calm down. I need you to calm down, bro.
Okay. Tell us about the game that you played.
So I've been playing Assassin's Creed for Xbox 360.
There's a lot of Assassin's Creed on 360. Which Assassin's Creed is that?
Assassin's Creed for Xbox 360.
Yeah, but like that could be like a million Assassin's Creed games. Like which
Assassin's Creed for Xbox 360.
That could be a million different games, bro.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed. It's literally titled Assassin's Creed for Xbox 360.
Oh, Assassin's Creed for Xbox 360. So Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, what I said.
Yeah,
no, it's not Assassin's.
Okay. Sorry. Black Flag for the Xbox 360.
No, it's Assassin's Creed 1, bro.
Oh, why didn't you just say that, bro? Okay.
Shut up.
Okay. Sorry. Tell us about Assassin's Creed 1, because I never hear anything about it, so tell me about it.
I mean, it started out as like a Prince of Persia game.
I did not know that.
Why do I know so much about Prince of Persia, bro?
Because you've been like diehard on Prince of Persia recently. You guys are gonna learn this in a few weeks.
I have not.
Every time we've walked into the game store, you're like, "Where's the Prince of Persia games?" Like, you're a Prince of Persia sicko, bro. Like,
I don't know why.
I don't know either. It's weird. Anyways, continue.
They're good games, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes, they are. Which
am I right, Henry?
are you gonna play the new ones?
The Metroidvania.
The Metroidvanias?
Maybe.
What's it? Lost Crown and what's the other one? Rogue, Prince of Persia?
Maybe.
Okay. Anyways, continue.
So yeah, like I can really feel like the Prince of Persia roots from playing Sands of Time. I know how a Persia game feels. And Assassin's Creed 1 is definitely an experience. Like, it's definitely like not the like craziest, like most groundbreaking game ever, but I mean honestly, back in 2007, I want to say that's when it came out. A historical game, like, set in historical.
I'm going to check your facts.
Okay.
I'm going to check your facts.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
You better wait. You better wait. Yeah, it's 2007. Continue.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, so 2007, honestly, though, that's kind of, like, groundbreaking for 2007. I guess the content-wise, like, like, there's not that many historical games.
Yeah.
Like, and it takes place in Jerusalem. That's my tie, bro.
Not
saying anything else biblical about this game. It's set in Jerusalem. They talk about Christianity.
Did you know Christ was born in Jerusalem? Did you know that?
Jesus Christ is in Assassin's Creed and you assassinate him? Just kidding.
What the heck, bro?
Dude, if that was in the game, bro, would you boycott that game, bro?
I think it'd be. I wouldn't put it past Ubisoft, but like also I'd just be like, that's dumb.
You get to assassinate Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was a Templar, bro.
Jesus Christ. Jesus was a Templar, bro. Okay.
No, but this is way after Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No.
This takes place a long time after Jesus.
Yeah, because it's during the Crusades, right?
Yeah, it's during the Crusades.
Yeah.
So, so basically 2 days after Jesus Christ.
Yeah, basically 2 days. Like 2 days after. Yeah.
Literally, like 2 days. You literally, they literally talk about him still.
Bro, it was crazy. It's crazy. So you're saying Altair was at the resurrection?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
He watched it. He witnessed.
He witnessed the resurrection. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you can see the mechanics. Like, you can see the roots of all the mechanics.
Tell us, what have you done in the 2 hours of the game that you've played?
I got downgraded by the assassins. I got stabbed by the leader of the assassins. I did a big oops because you start in the game. You start with all the abilities like at the beginning, and then you get like downgraded because like you did bad stuff.
I did not know that.
So I was overpowered in the beginning.
Tell me about the gameplay. The iconic.
Tell you about the game. Like what do you want to know?
The iconic Assassin's Creed gameplay that this game originated.
Oh, stealth kills. You get the hidden blades for the first time, except you only get one. You know, you get to follow in the crowds, like the crowd and stuff. Like the way that you can interact with like in the environment, like NPCs feel alive.
What about the parkour, bro?
Parkour's easy, bro.
The thing that all the TikTok edits make look cool.
Bro, the parkour's like not even that fleshed out.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's the thing that this game's like. Cause with the franchise, like people talk so much about the parkour and like talk up the parkour on, and like you still see edits of the
Push
parkour.
one button.
Yeah, like it's like the swinging in Spider-Man. Like yeah.
Like you don't. It requires barely any skill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, guys, but it's not that deep, and it's never been that deep.
It's never been
I
that
don't
deep.
understand why people talk about the parkour like that. It's like, bro, it's not that. It's never been that deep. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay. I mean, that's not. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's still a nice set piece, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's still a good set piece. I mean, but it's not like a platformer or anything. People are always talking it up like, oh, dude, it's insane. It's like, bro, you literally hold the free run button and jump across.
And like it looks cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks cool.
But it's like again,
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
again, it's like Spider-Man. Like, yeah, it looks cool, it feels cool to do, but it's because it's like you're not even thinking about it. You're just doing it. Like it's one button. Only with Spider-Man, it's 2 buttons. So.
Oh wow.
Wow. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like it's not as deep as we make it sound. Which, speaking of, what are your gripes with Assassin's Creed so far in the 2 hours you played?
Just like the clunkiness and the poor performance of the 360 generation.
Yeah.
Growing pains.
Mm-hmm. The growing pains.
Growing pains of the 3rd generation, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The back end of the Mountain Dew era. The back end of
the back end of the Mountain Dew era, bro.
The back end of the Mountain Dew era, bro. Mm-hmm. I really wish I had more things to ask about Assassin's Creed 1, but the only things I've heard about Assassin's Creed 1 is that compared to Assassin's Creed 2, it feels like a tech demo for a much grander idea. Yeah. Like, Assassin's Creed 1 just feels like, yeah, this was like us testing the waters and figuring things out. But once you get to Assassin's Creed 2, then things are figured out. That's the main thing I know Assassin's Creed 1 for, is people saying like, yeah, it was pretty good. It felt like a good idea, but then Assassin's Creed 2 came out and that was it. Like that's what I usually hear about it. But that's really cool that you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
something different.
It is. That's why I was like saying like I'm really interested to hear what you have to say about it, cuz like nobody talks about Assassin's Creed 1 and like
I just kind of forgot that I owned it, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I remember one time you were doing a playthrough of it. I don't even think you got that far, but you came to
I'm definitely farther than I was last time.
Yeah, you came to youth group that week and you had a hoodie on and you flipped up your hood and you said, "Guys, I'm Altair," and you were being like sarcastic about it, but also I don't think you were being sarcastic about it.
Why would I not be sarcastic?
I don't know. Guys, look, I'm Altair. Nobody understood what you were saying.
You did.
I did. I knew, but that's it. Like, nobody got what you were saying, bro. You're like, "Guys, look, I'm Altair," and everyone just looked at you weird.
Yeah, also no one cares about Altair, bro.
Yeah, also nobody, because Ezio's better. Like, he's just better. How do you think about the modern day stuff?
Oh, I don't really care about modern day stuff.
Really? You're, like, indifferent to it?
I think it was stupid that they dropped it, but...
Really? You're not on the side where you thought it was a good thing they dropped it?
Not really.
Okay.
You think it? How do you feel about that?
I don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
It's not bad at all. It's just world building.
Yeah. Like, my brother has my Wii U right now, and he tried Black Flag at one point, and he texted me on the day he was trying it, and he was like, "What the heck? Why am I not playing as a pirate anymore? Why am I just an IT guy in some random building?
Why am I an IT guy?
Why am I just some random IT guy? What happened?" I was like swashbuckling and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. That's like 20 minutes, and you'll be back. You'll be back to the pirate stuff. Don't worry." But like, everyone wants to just play the pirate stuff. Everybody wants to just play the assassin stuff. I don't want to go to modern time, bro. I don't want to do that. I don't care. I want to do the
Yeah,
history.
Ender doesn't care about that.
I don't care about that. I want to do the cool history stuff. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I don't care about Michael Fassbender and his dad. I don't remember how that movie went. I watched that movie with you, and I forgot what the plot even
I
was.
don't care about Michael Fassbender.
I don't care about friggin' Magneto and like his like daddy issues. I don't know, man.
We watched that,
We did watch that.
bro.
That movie, like, what the heck? What the freak, bro?
That movie, bro.
That movie, bro. What the freak? Yeah. Anyways, you got anything else to say about Assassin's Creed 1 for the Xbox 360?
No, you part of my connection, bro.
I'm so proud of your connection. You did such a good job. Good job. Did you know the Assassin's Order was real?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was just called the Order of Assassins, and it was only around during the Crusades. So the first game is historically accurate in that way. The Assassins didn't stick around, just like the Templars didn't stick around, but yeah.
That's what they want you to think, bro.
That's what they want you to think. They're out there. They're out there. They're looking for the apple of the Adam's apple. I don't remember what it is, bro.
Apple.
The Adam's apple, bro. I don't know. I don't get the lore. The lore doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Well, are we ready to move on to
Sure.
the main segment of the show?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
This man scares me.
Okay. Let's take another quick break, and we'll be right back. So, Christian, are you ready to disown our past selves? Cast off? Disown? Cast off the old man? That's a misquote. I'm not gonna quote scripture like that. That's not what that passage is about. But
What were you gonna say?
cast off the old man. That's talking about yourself before you were with Christ, by the way. That's the context of that. We were followers when we did this episode. But we're not casting off the old man. We're just calling ourselves out for being stupid.
That's fine.
Yeah. Sorry. I just want to make sure that I'm not trying to be out of context. I was just trying to make a joke. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the first thing we're going to do, let me just remind you guys, our verse of the season, Proverbs 22:4. The reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor in life. And so we are starting this topic with humility, with what we did wrong, the bad things, the stupid things we did. Starting with, we condemned things we didn't know. This is the most obvious problem we had. We condemned things we knew nothing about. The opening joke of this episode was the fact that Silent Hill, in that original episode, we were like, oh, that's so demonic. Or I was like, oh, that's so demonic. If you have been around since season 3, you'll know that I did an episode in season 3. That's probably my favorite episode that I've ever made. That was about Silent Hill 2. And it is now in my backlogged top 5 of all time. I love Silent Hill 2. I think it's an incredible game with a very, very deep message about repentance and about growing, like...
Hey, did you know that he killed his wife?
Oh, bro, did you know that he kills his wife? Yeah. We condemn things we didn't know anything about. We regret that. I regret that. Because that was specifically me. Specifically, I was doing that. We were very biased. We called out things and then turned around and played them. So that's fun. Like, literally... One of the things we talked about was the Elder Scrolls, and Christian explained it, and he was like, "Yeah, so the Daedra, they're literally just straight up demons from hell, and you like do missions for them and stuff." And he dropped a few 100 more hours into Skyrim after that episode. After being like, don't play Elder Scrolls, don't you dare do it, and then he went back to playing Skyrim with no guilt, which we'll get to. We'll get to that. We told you what your conviction should be as if it was doctrine. We told you what you should be convicted about. We told you what you should be staying away from. And I know, like, we like strive in, like, telling you guys what to stay away from and, like, messaging specifically, like what is the messaging that's flooding into you. In this case, we're like, you can never play these games, and if you do, then you're a bad Christian. And that was stupid. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Yeah. And
You stink.
we hypocritically played the same things we condemned, so similar to the bias thing. Oh no!
Bro, how do you think past you would feel about you playing
Mouthwashing, dude. Mouthwashing isn't even demonic. Mouthwashing's
Just cannibal.
It's just cannibal. That was a dream sequence. Mouthwashing. That's a lot deeper. Which I wrote a Substack article about it, and you guys can go read that.
You're a Substack. I don't got mouthwash.
Yeah, because I couldn't think of anything to write about, and I was like, this is on my mind. I'll probably write about this. Yeah. So go read that. I'm really proud of it. Go read that, guys.
You know what, Henry? I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you, Christian. I'm proud of you, too. Anyway.
Thank you. I love you, bro.
I love you, bro, too. So I misread one of the things I said earlier. I'm sorry about that. We were very biased. When I mean that, I mean we favored the things that we liked, and we didn't condemn them as badly because we liked them, and we didn't want to feel guilty about them. So, oopsies.
We just didn't.
Yeah, we were just like, oh, this one's fine because we like this one. Like, okay, bro, okay. We're not going to list games you shouldn't play. That's the first thing I want to make sure you guys understand. We're not going to do that again. We're not going to have this big long list. Because both times this subject has been brought up on this show, I gave out a laundry list of games that you should and shouldn't play. And that's wrong. We should not be doing that. So we're not going to do that this time. We're going to have a big old conversation about conviction. So first, let's start with scripture, and we got a lot of scripture, and then we're just going to do an open discussion about this. First piece of scripture, we got Romans 14:21 through 23. It's good not to eat meat or drink wine or do anything that causes your brother to stumble. The faith that you have, keep between yourself and God. Blessed is the one who has no reason to pass judgment on himself for what he approves. But whoever has doubts is condemned if he eats, because the eating is not from faith. For whatever does not proceed from faith is sin. And then 1 Corinthians 8, yes, the entire chapter of 1 Corinthians 8. I'm going to go through this whole thing because this all relates to what we're saying. Now concerning food offered to idols, we know that all of us possess knowledge. This knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. If anyone imagines that he knows something, he does not yet know as he ought to know. But if anyone loves God, he is known by God. Therefore, as to the eating of food offered to idols, we know that an idol has no real existence, and that there is no God but one. For although there may be so-called gods in heaven or on earth, as indeed there are many gods and many lords, yet for us there is one God, the Father, from whom are all things and for whom we exist, and one Lord, Jesus Christ, through whom are all things and through whom we exist. However, not all possess this knowledge. Some, through former association with idols, eat food as really offered to an idol, and their conscience, being weak, is defiled. Food will not commend us to God. We are no worse off if we do or do not eat, and we are no better off if we do or do not eat. But take care that this right of yours does not somehow become a stumbling block to the weak. For if anyone sees you who have knowledge eating in an idol's temple, will he not be encouraged, if his conscience is weak, to eat food offered to idols? And so, by your knowledge, this weak person is destroyed, the brother for whom Christ died. Thus, sinning against your brothers and wounding their conscience when it is weak, you sin against Christ. Therefore, if food makes my brother stumble, I'll never eat meat lest I make my own brother stumble. Whew. Last there.
Got deep, bro.
It got deep, bro. I like to let scripture speak for itself a lot of the time.
That was the entire Bible right there.
That was the entire Bible right there. No, that was 1 Corinthians 8, the entire chapter, 1 Corinthians 8. So you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with demonic imagery in video games? Why am I talking about food offered to idols? That is a completely different thing. Well,
I don't know.
Well, my friend.
Oh, actually, I do know.
You do know. You do know. I've explained this to you. So you see, this passage here is not just about food offered to idols. It is broadly about food offered to idols, but it's talking about a greater stigma of conviction as a whole. Food offered to idols is just one example of how we should live our lives for Christ. So here's the thing. When you eat food offered to idols, so this is a real thing. So let's say that you are going to an Israeli restaurant that has halal meat. Halal meat is in the factory. It was sacrificed to Allah. Like it was sacrificed to an idol. And so if you go to an Israeli restaurant and eat this meat, you're eating food that was offered to an idol. Is this okay? Yeah, it's okay. You can do that. That idol's not actually real. So like, it's not actually affecting anything. But for some people who used to be Muslim, when they eat that food, they probably feel really convicted. And they're like, I feel like I'm offering this up to an idol. And so that's damaging their faith. And so they can't do that. They cannot eat that food because it's damaging their faith, because it's making them feel guilty about their past. And it's making them feel guilty about worshiping these idols. So when that's happening, we should respect that. We should respect that decision, and we should respect that conviction, because we don't want to force our brothers in Christ to stumble. We want to build up our brothers in Christ. And so when that's happening, you're not going to invite your Muslim friend to an Israeli restaurant. You're going to bring them like to Burger King or something like that. Like,
we can offer it to Burger King, Sneak King instead.
We can offer it to Sneak King instead. But this,
what's the Burger King guy called, bro?
The Burger King? He's the Burger King, bro.
No.
he's the Burger King.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah, so deep, bro. It's so deep.
Got deep.
Yeah, I know. So how this has to do with video games is it's the same thing. Now, you can probably go play something like Devil May Cry or something like Doom or something like Oblivion, where there are things in it that are, yeah, they are like demonic imagery. They are demonic entities, fictional demonic entities. Let's make that clear. These aren't real. These aren't real demonic entities. They're fictional. They are stories. They were made up. And you'll be fine. You're fine doing that. You're not hurt by that. You're not damaged. It's not damaging your faith at all. But for someone else who used to be really into that stuff, and that stuff was like a major part of their life before Christ, now that they're with Christ, they see that stuff and they get reminded of that old life. They get reminded of that old life before Christ, and they just cannot like play these games because it just feels like they're going back to that old life and it's damaging their faiths. And that's totally fine. They don't have to play those games. If they feel like those games are damaging their faith, they don't have to touch them. They don't have to touch them at all.
And I have respect for that.
Yeah. So, and it's not even just about that. It's just in general. If there's something that you feel like is damaging your faith that isn't damaging someone else's faith, don't not stop doing that thing because it's not damaging someone else's faith. Like, if something's damaging your faith, stop interacting with it.
Yeah, don't let someone justify it to you.
If it's damaging to you, then stop doing it. It doesn't matter if it's not damaging for someone else. If it's damaging for you, stop doing it. Just stop. Like, I'm going to use an example of my own. This is not me condemning this series. This is just me speaking on my own conviction. The Shin Megami Tensei series. So Shin Megami Tensei is a series that is very open about using biblical imagery and using imagery across like multiple religions and mythologies across the globe. And because of that, they have a lot of biblical characters, including demons, angels, and Yahweh. Yahweh is a character in the Shin Megami Tensei series. We have seen this character. We have interacted with this character in these games. And he is a jerk. He is a self-centered jerk. He is an awful, awful person.
Are they trying to say something?
Are they trying to say something? I cannot get past this.
Oh, no, it's all, yeah.
Yeah, I like when I see that, I just see people like making fun of my God. And I hate that. I really hate that. And so I cannot get myself to play the Shin Megami Tensei series. I'm totally fine with Persona, because Persona is like loosely connected to Shin Megami Tensei, but Shin Megami Tensei itself
Isn't it in the same universe?
I don't even know, dude. It's like an alternate universe or something like that, or like an alternate timeline of an alternate timeline of an alternate timeline. It's weird. But Shin Megami Tensei, the team that wrote that series, decided they wanted to make God a horrible being, and I can't get past that. So I stay away from those games. But I know people, good Christian people, who love Shin Megami Tensei. They love that series. They really, really do. And that's totally fine. It doesn't affect their faith. It doesn't damage their faith or anything like that. And that's awesome. Good job, guys. Cool. I can't say the same for myself. And that's totally fine. So that I think is a whole lot better than what we did last time, is like saying like, hey, conviction.
Yeah.
Conviction, man. It's different for everybody. Some people.
So you ready to talk about games that are demonic?
Yeah, let's. So Doom, bro. Doom is so demonic. No, I'm kidding. Actually, Doom's actually great because you're killing demons. It's fine. Like you're.
Oh, it's awesome, bro.
Yeah, it's awesome. You're like
Rip
rip and tear, bro. Like rip and tear. Yeah, Doom's great. And like I think I mentioned in the last episode. No, I did. I did mention in the last episode. I felt guilty about Oblivion because of the Daedra quests. Just because I felt guilty about that. Just because I felt guilty about that doesn't mean that you should stop playing Oblivion.
Yeah.
Like, that's my own conviction. Like, that's
I
me.
didn't know if you actually felt guilty about that or not.
I did, but like, that's on me.
Not enough. Not that much.
Yeah, not as much as I would have, but like enough that it like affected like how I was playing the game. So, enough that it was putting me off of doing those things. Again, my own conviction. Doesn't affect anybody else. Just affects me. And it's bringing me closer to the Lord because it's me cutting off those things that I felt like were damaging for me. Yeah. So Christian, you have a very interesting view on conviction about games because you are the person that this passage is talking to when it comes to like the person who can eat the food offered titles, can play the bad stuff and like not be damaged by it. Like, yeah, you're very open about that fact, how you can like it doesn't affect you. Why is that? Explain that.
Oh, it's more because I understand their fictional worlds and they're used as a way. They're designed as an escape from reality, like terms. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, why tie it to things in reality?
Yeah. Like you know
like,
how to separate.
When I play a game, opinions in real life don't matter. Facts in real life don't matter. This is someone else's fictional universe. This place doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever and there is no repercussions to what I do. I can be whoever I want.
Yeah. And like I think big thing that I talked to you about when we were like planning this episode is like when that happens, when we see like what does get repercussions and what doesn't, that can usually lead to understanding a greater theme of what the game is saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
We love that. We love learning like what people are trying to say through their art. And like that can lead us to like seeing that like, hey, maybe the morality of the person who made this game is not right. Maybe.
Yeah, no, but
yeah.
that doesn't
But like
make me.
Yeah.
And realizing that can make a big difference in your faith as well, though.
Mm-hmm.
That can strengthen it in a way. Like you're calling out this person and you know what's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Like there's something I saw a while back and it has convicted me to stay away from a series that I have like been able to stay away from for a good while. Well, I've dabbled in it a little bit, but like just a little bit. That's The Last of Us. This isn't demonic. This is just like this just has to do with like
so
the morality
bad,
thing. So Neil Druckmann.
It's literally the worst game
What?
ever. It's so demonic.
It's so demonic, bro. The Last of Us, bro.
Like Ellie's literally the spawn of Satan, bro.
Ellie's literally like the Antichrist, bro. Neil Druckmann, one of the main writers of The Last of Us, specifically The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 1 is famously a very apolitical game because it's just like, it's the end of the world. Nobody cares about politics at the end of the world. They just want to survive.
But for some reason,
the other two writers on The Last of Us Part 1 left the studio before Last of Us Part 2 was made. And so it was just Neil Druckmann. And Neil Druckmann was like, hey, let's make it super political and let's make it lean towards my own understandings and beliefs. And those beliefs are, I hate Christians. I think they're stupid. I think they're awful. And so he made that very open fact in The Last of Us Part 2. And not only in The Last of Us Part 2, but in their new game that Naughty Dog's coming out with, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, as it's called. That's literally the subtitle of the game, the Heretic Prophet. He said in an interview done by another famous director, that I do enjoy this director's movies. Maybe I shouldn't because of the comments he makes. In this interview, they talked about how the game takes place on a planet where they've had this religion for 2,000 years that the main character like digs into and finds is all fake and all made up to control the people, and it's changed like a million times throughout those 2,000 years, so it's not even the same religion as it started, and like blah blah blah. And like the other director was like, I see what you did there, 2,000 years, yeah, okay, I see what you're digging at. And it's like, okay, man, I think you need to shut your mouth a little bit. I think you need to shut your mouth a little bit. I think you need to stop talking. Last of Us Part 2 and Intergalactic, I can't get myself to play because of the beliefs of Neil Druckmann, because he's a jerk to Christians, and that's stupid. And I don't want to support something that like openly believes that fact. Like, but that's strengthening my faith because yeah, I would love to play The Last of Us. I've heard really, really good things about The Last of Us.
And you will play The Last of Us.
Part 1. I'll play Part 1.
Part 1.
I'll play Part 1, but Part 2, I won't play. I've heard very interesting things about Part 2 and how, like, with Part 2, you have to play it yourself to make your own opinion because you'll either really hate it or really love it. I don't want to play Part 2 anymore. I'm cutting that off. I don't want to play Last of Us Part 2. I don't care anymore.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
I don't want to play with you anymore. And, like, there's probably, like, some, like solid Bible-believing, like, Christ-following Christians who really enjoy Last of Us Part 2. And this is not me condemning Last of Us Part 2. This is just me saying, like, hey.
Probably some developers of the game.
Yeah.
We're just condemning the director. We're not condemning anyone.
There were probably some people who worked on Last of Us Part 2 and are currently working on Intergalactic that are faithful followers of Christ. I'm just condemning Neil Druckmann and saying my own conviction about The Last of Us, not saying that you guys should also agree to this, just that this is what I think the Lord's been laying on my own heart. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. When we had this earlier conversation, we also dug into violent video games, which if you guys ever want that conversation, just tell us in the Discord. We'll probably do like a Patreon bonus about it. That would be pretty fun. But it's a lot of the same of what I'm saying right here and what Christian said specifically of like, it's a different world. It's not the same laws of physics, the same laws of nature as our own world. It is a completely different world made by the devs. So you can do whatever you want in that world because it is not the same. Just understand that at a certain point, there is some heart in what you're doing, but be very...
Yeah, just be aware of that.
Just be aware of that. Like, actually, I'll give a little bit of that violent video game talk real quick. I love Destroy All Humans. I think that's a really fun game. Like,
Henry loves anal probing. That's what he's trying to say.
I love the anal probe ability in Destroy All Humans. But Destroy All Humans, I think, is a great game. I think it's hilarious.
Don't you do vasectomies and stuff?
What?
Isn't there like a vasectomy button in that game or something?
One of the abilities you can do to get brains, which are like how you mainly heal yourself, is you can anal probe humans and pull their brains out and like
through their butt.
Yeah, and like it's supposed to be like making fun of like all the alien abduction believers who are like, I got anal probed. Like,
I got anal probed.
Like, it's supposed to make fun of, like, alien abduction.
You're laughing now.
You're laughing now, but just you wait. The whole game, like, is, like, based on, like, a satirical version of humanity. And, like, the humans in that game are stupid and, like, cartoon characters. Like, they literally look like something out of, like, Wallace and Gromit. Like, they...
Sim.
Not even Sims. Like, they look like Wallace and Gromit. Yes, Gromit the dog. Like, they are cartoon characters that are very stupid and definitely not real people. And so when those things happen, when I do those things, I don't feel bad because those aren't people. Those are caricatures. Those are stereotypes. Those are, like, cartoon characters. Like, not the same whatsoever. But, like, when you play something like Papers, Please or This War of Mine, which are games that want you to understand, hey, the people that you're talking to in these games, the people that you have control over in these games, they are living people with lives and families. They are trying to make you feel bad. They want you to understand, like, these are people. But with something like Destroy All Humans, they're not people with lives. They're not written as people with lives. They're written as cartoon characters. This War of Mine and Papers, Please and stuff like that, those are written as people, as actual people.
Papers, Please.
Papers, Please.
I don't know anything about Papers, Please, bro.
You don't know anything about Papers, Please, bro? So
enlighten me.
So Papers, Please is a game where you are a border patrol officer and your job is to let people into the country or not let them into the country. And you can like take bribes to get people in if you really want to, but most of the time you want to make things as legal as possible. So you're checking green cards and you're looking at passports and like you're checking if things are out of date, if the names match, if the photos match, if the dates match, and like if somebody doesn't get in, they don't get in. But one of the main things it also does is it makes you understand that each of these people are people with lives and families, most of them with families on the other side of the border that they just want to be with for once in their life. And you have to make the moral decision of letting them in or not, whether it's legal or not. Are you going to let these people be with their family and live lives, or are you going to keep them out to stop the risk of like maybe them being a terrorist or something like that? And it's a very like harrowing, very serious story where it does want you to understand these are people and you have to be very careful with each and every one of these people. That's not the same
way. Are there
way.
any repercussions at all though?
There are
like letting people in, not letting people in.
There are not many repercussions. There are like bombings that can happen. Like you can like people will come back as terrorists and will like bomb the area in front of the office, but
as they should.
As they should. And if you do let them in, there will be repercussions. You will get like faxes from the government that are like, hey, you shouldn't have done that and stuff like that. And like you'll get like notices and stuff and like fines and stuff.
We're gonna freaking kill you.
What? We're gonna freaking kill you. Pretty much, yeah. But it's not the same with like GTA 5, bro. Like GTA 5 people are like mannequins, bro. Like they are designed to be hit by a car. Like, they are not... Have you ever noticed that there's no children in GTA 5?
There's no children in any Rockstar games, bro.
Did you ever notice that, though?
No, they did it on purpose.
Yeah, because the people in Rockstar games, especially in the GTA franchise, are made for you to plow through with a car. Like, they are just more obstacles. They are not people. They are plus 100 points. Like, it's a different world with different rules and different laws of nature. So it's different. And you have to understand within yourself, like, if you understand that and you're playing it because you understand that, or if you're playing it because there's something else going on in your heart.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom. I give that 5 big booms.
I give 5 big booms.
5 big booms. But yeah, I would actually be very worried if somebody was playing GTA 5 and they were playing it out of their heart and like were crashing into people and murdering people because they like crashing into people and murdering people in real life. That would actually be very...
That's not why I crash into people.
That's not why that's not why most people do that. That's not why a majority of people play GTA 5.
I play GTA 5 to go on murder sprees.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Doesn't mean you're a murderer in real life, just means that you're playing the game as it was intended to be played.
Yes.
Like as I said, those are not people, those are targets that are shaped like people. Yeah, that's how they're designed. But you don't even like GTA. Let's make that clear. Like, didn't you say that last episode you don't actually even like GTA?
Yeah, it's a hot take of mine. I really don't like GTA.
Yeah.
That good.
Yeah.
I don't really like Rockstar games in general.
I thought you
I like Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
And Red Dead 1.
Yeah.
But that's because they're actually like telling a story.
Uh-huh. I want to play Bully.
I'm just not crazy about Grand Theft Auto. It's not that great.
Yeah. I want to play Bully.
I don't understand the hype. The missions are kind of crap, bro.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, look at me and tell me that they're good.
I can't. I cannot do that. I want to play
Like, can
bully.
you remember anything from GTA 5, bro?
Trevor's cray cray.
Besides that, yeah.
That's all I remember, bro. Trevor be cray cray, bro. That's all I remember. Okay. Well, I got nothing else to say. You got anything else to say on this subject, bro?
No,
No?
I think we cooked on this episode.
I think we cooked. I think we did a whole lot better this time. Let me make it real clear real quick for anyone who like tuned out and just heard me like promoting GTA 5. Again, I'm not promoting like, hey, go play all these awful games. It's actually totally fine. What I'm saying is if something's damaging to your faith, don't do it. If something is separating you from Christ, don't do it. But if it's not separating you from Christ, if you're like actually totally fine with doing that, you're totally fine with doing that. Like if it's not,
If you're fine using people as targets in GTA,
like if you can play something like Shin Megami Tensei and you can separate it enough from reality that it's totally fine for you, that's understandable. Like if you can separate it from reality and say this isn't real, this isn't how I really feel, this is not how I really live my life, you're totally fine. You are
understand that Yahweh isn't an a-hole.
Yahweh is not a butthole, no matter what Atlas tells you. Yeah. I think we should wrap up. I think we're good. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. Please go to our Discord if you want to hang out and talk to us and give us your inquiries. Give us your disagreements. Give us what you disagree with. Tell me to shut up. Tell me to shut up. Give me your disagreements, guys. Because, like, I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear where you disagree, because I would love to have a greater understanding of this. I don't have a perfect understanding of conviction myself. I have not fully figured out my conviction about certain things. It's grown stronger over time. It definitely has, but it's not perfect.
It's not stupid anymore.
It's not stupid anymore, but it's not perfect. So, and it's ever-changing, too. It's ever-changing as the sanctification process grows in me. The things that damage my faith and the things that separate my Christ do that less and less. So,
and all this applies to TV shows too.
This applies to TV shows. This applies to movies. This applies to books. Go to the Discord if you want to talk to me about that, or just anything. Video games, any faith question, anything like that. Just hop on the Discord. Please.
Henry doesn't have any friends, so he needs you.
I don't have any friend. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I just like talking to you guys. It's fun. It's cool. It's cool to know that there's people on the other side of this, other than the like people that aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. I don't want to see you as a number on a spreadsheet that Spotify for Creators shows me. I want to see you as a person, a real person listening to this episode and taking the time to care about what we're saying.
That's the most beautiful thing you've ever said.
Oh my goodness. Please support us on Patreon. We are broke college students. We would love it if you supported us on Patreon, because then we can keep up with new stuff. We can review new stuff. Don't expect a Silk Song review. Neither of us have finished
Got you, bro.
I'm sorry. What?
Said I got you, bro.
You got me? What do you mean you got me?
I'm gonna donate Silk Song to you.
No, bro, I haven't even finished Hollow Knight, bro.
Why are you so happy then?
What do you mean? I'm happy
for Silk Song.
I'm happy for people. I'm happy for other people. That's why I'm happy for Silk Song. I am happy because other people are happy. And because I don't have to watch another live stream where 1 million of the messages are Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song. Please support us on Patreon. Please buy our merch. We got a lot of options. And Game of the Year is coming up in like 3 months. So get you
Jeff Keighley.
Get you the Jeff Keighley fan club merch. Get yourself the Ink Brush Courage Wisdom Power logo. I really enjoy that one because Nintendo didn't take it down. I like the Breath of the Wild loading screen one. That one's pretty cool too. Just pick up whatever you want from there. It's all pretty cool.
Which one? Who designed those, Hunter?
Me.
Yeah.
Me. I did that.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Also, Christian did start selling some of his Skylanders. So, buy the Sell Your Skylanders shirt while it's still available. Because you never know. Someday it's just going to disappear. Poof. It's gone.
No, it's not, bro.
It's someday. Someday it might. So.
I sold one.
One is more than zero. So buy our merch. Special shout out to our team. Colton Anderson, our creative and content advisor. Rylan Anderson, our guy who does our art. And our producer. And then shout out to the writer of our intro theme and outro theme, R. Snyder on Spotify. That is R.Snider. R. Snyder. Available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Apple Music, YouTube Music,
and
SoundCloud. He's on YouTube Music too. I found that out.
He's on YouTube.
Yeah. So go check him out wherever you listen to your music. Great stuff, as you can tell from the theme and the outro theme.
He cooked.
He did cook. Watch our streams now that we're doing streams. Please watch those streams. And
watch Henry and me be weird on stream.
Watch us be weird on stream. And last but not least, don't forget to have the Oh wait. I forgot to shout out Substack. Follow the Substack so you can read my articles. I haven't written in a while. I haven't had the time to.
You suck.
No, I've had writer's block, bro. I've had writer's block real bad, bro.
It's not devoted anymore.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Yeah, go hop on our Substack. And then also listen to the console retrospectives because Gen 1 and 2 just dropped on Wednesday, which is the day after this recording. So go check that out. The day after we record this. Not the day after this episode drops, just tomorrow in our time.
Are you hyped, bro?
I'm so hyped, bro. I'm so hyped.
I can't wait to listen to it. I wonder what Christian.
I wonder what Christian said too. That's Gen 1 and 2. We combined them and you'll see why. Now, don't forget to have the courage to stand up for the faith, the wisdom to speak God's word, and the power to live for the Lord in everything we do. Because just by listening, you are furthering that goal we set out to reach.
Unlimited power.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.